G'day, I'm Ian and I'm talking about our cotton trial here, 2019 at KRS. We're getting information to validate the Auscot model. So the Auscot model was developed in Narrabri in New South Wales in the 80s, 90s, and while it's very good at growing or simulating cotton crops down south, it doesn't work so well in the tropics. So the issue that we have with cotton, and the issue that Auscot model has, is that cotton in the tropics grows much faster than the simulated cotton from down in Narrabri. Then we also have much faster root growth, much faster canopy growth, and one of the aims in growing cotton is to keep your plant at a set height, which just increases your efficiency of harvest. So the plants that we see in the background here are probably taller than is desirable. So understanding that canopy development is part of validating the model, and understanding when we apply hormones to reduce that plant height is an important factor of crop management in the tropics. It also then enables us to bring in other crops in a rotation using other simulation packages known as, the most popular one is APSIM, which is the Agricultural Production Simulator model, and this will enable us to bring in rotation crops of sorghums, mung beans, and multitude of different crop types, and we can start looking at that entire farming system. These are not apps as such, these are mainly used in research models. They're not actually used by agronomists on day-to-day farm management. Their main use is one of designing a farming system and also developing more agronomic questions, which you can then design a field trial such as this based on the issues and the questions raised by that model. So you can start, if the model starts identifying February 5 as the best planting time, then you can start growing a crop at February 5 and see if you start to agree with what the model output. If it starts showing that you can start varying plant densities and plant populations, and you can start modelling that. So once you've optimised it on the model, you can then test it in the field to see if that model is validated, or if there's a factor they're missing, and you have to go back and tweak the model to match nature. The season that we have had here, this wet season, 2018-2019, has been one of the lowest wet seasons in the Katherine region in recent times. There was roughly 600 mils of rain, whereas we normally get about 1,000 millimetres of rain. So the plants have grown much shorter, and their yield is much less. So these cotton behind me is yielding somewhere around just below 10 bales per hectare. The rain-fed cotton is more like 3 bales per hectare. The importance of understanding rain-fed cotton, though, is that you don't need the infrastructure of irrigation infrastructure, and you don't need the water allocation licences. So water allocation licences are hard to get in the Northern Territory, and the irrigation infrastructure is very expensive. So if we can develop an industry around